All right, so lately I've been experimenting with a new method for creating content, and I really like to look at it as kind of being lazy. Now, what I mean by that is not that you're not doing anything, it's just, I don't know about you, but I don't want to sit down and plan out a video for a day or two and then script everything out and then sit down, get everything set up, record it. I don't want to do that. Okay. And so what I decided to do is experiment for the last 6 months on this channel. And I've got some stuff I want to share with you because it's working. All right. And you don't have to, I've got my little whiteboard here, but before I show you that, you don't have to actually do all of that stuff. And I don't want to do any of that stuff anymore. I used to do it and I did do a lot of those types of videos, but I got tired of it and I couldn't create as much content as I wanted to because all of those things were in my way. I'm here to tell you that I've stripped it down. I've been doing this now for over 15 plus years, multiple 6 and 7 figure channels off the back of YouTube. I have one channel that we just crossed 100,000 subscribers, and I've since applied what I'm about to share with you to that channel, and that channel is doing really well, but I'm spending less time. So, say I'm lazy? No, you can, but I actually produce quite a bit of content, but it doesn't take me hours or days to get a piece of content out. This content right now took me about 10 minutes to plan. And the planning was right here on this, my little whiteboard, my little handy dandy whiteboard. And if you guys have been watching the channel, you know the reference. And if you don't, it's the Blue's Clues reference. Anybody remember Blue's Clues? Let me know in the comments. All right. So this right here, the results for this channel, Live Video School. We've had, in the last 28 days, 151,119 views, 4,300 subscribers, 10,000 watch hours, and $1,283.76 in revenue. What I want to share with you, though, is this right here. These are the 5 steps that I follow right now, okay? And I'm going to give you a little bonus that if we take this little engagement hack, it's going to actually help these 2 areas right here and accelerate them, all right? So, with that being said, let's get into it. So the very first step, number 1, let me go ahead and fill that in. All right, so there you go, your title. Now, you probably heard me say that if you've been here before on this channel, but it's super important, but that's what I start with. I come up with the title, which I have a whole list of titles. That's probably what I spend more of my time doing is coming up with titles. All right, so the title is number 1. We got to get that title right. That's where a lot of people struggle as well. And I actually put together 10 of my top titles that I use over and over again. I've actually created templates out of them, and you could actually plug your own niche in there. I give you multiple examples. If you want a copy of that, just put hooks in the comments and I'll send you a copy. Once again, just put hooks in the comments. I'll send you a copy of that little document that'll give you multiple examples on how you can use them. But title is extremely important, probably one of the number 1 things that you need to do. That's the first thing I do, come up with the title. I don't come up with the topic, I come up with the title, and then what I do is I build this around it, all right? So with that being said, let's get into number 2, the B. All right, bullets. Not bullets that you shoot with, bullet points, all right? That's all that I do. Right here, these are my bullet points. Okay, so I basically have my title for this, and this one here was, if you want YouTube views, but lazy, please watch this. I had that title before I even wrote any of this out. And what I did is I came up with my 5 bullets that I wanted to share with you that I feel will help you because this is what I've been following. That's what's allowed me to get to there. Okay, so bullets. I'm coming up with these right here. All you need to do is come up with your own, and that is the guide that you're going to go off of for your video. No scripting. I'm just going off the cuff here, and I'm filling these in, and then I'm explaining why they're important. All right, let's move on to number 3, the R. All right, we record. We press record. That's what we do. So we come up with the title, we come up with those bullet points, then we record, just like I'm doing right now. So right now in this process, in this right here, I'm recording this for you, okay? And then this stuff is going to follow here in a minute, all right? So this is the process that I'm following right now as I record this. All right, let's move on. Number 4, shall we? All right, so number 4 is thumbnail plus edit. This is the time that I am going to do very, very minimal editing. If you noticed in this video, the only edits I did was added some screenshots. That's it. All I do is if I'm talking about something that I want you to see something, I might put up a screenshot. I might not. I've got videos that I just shot this one take and then I just export and upload. That's it. But the thumbnail and the editing would come there. And this editing, like I said, is going to take me less than 15 minutes, okay? Because it's super simple. And we're doing this the lazy way, where we don't have to have all of the things that fly in and out and the text and the different B-roll. We're not having any of that. All right. And part of that is because I'm doing this right here, this little engagement hack, which you'll see here in a minute. But that right there helps because we don't need all of that. All right. So let's move on. What is number 5? Number 5 is upload. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're just going to upload the video because we've done everything else. We've got the title. We've got the bullets. We've got the recording done now. We've got the thumbnail and the editing done, and then we're going to upload. And this video right now that I am shooting will be uploaded in about 30 minutes from right now. All right. Like I said, it's the lazy way of doing it because we're not going to be putting in all the B-roll and the sound effects and the flashy stuff. And the reason is because I'm doing this over here and I'm going to share that here right now. All right. So what is that? What is the bonus engagement hack? So you don't need a lot of visuals. Just like that, with a little bit of quick editing, it's a prop. What is the prop? It's my little handy dandy little whiteboard. All right. Now, I'm not saying you have to have a whiteboard, but you could have a visual that you're able to show people and walk people through. If you noticed in the very beginning, I had this stuff all outlined. I had some fill in the blanks that I was going to go through. I had these little, well, the T, the B, the R, the T, the U. I had all that stuff already kind of pre-filled in. So this way here, I knew what I was going to be talking about. See that little hack there? So see, I don't need to memorize what I'm going to be talking about because I'm going to have it right here. Now, I've also used little sticky notes where I show people that I'm reading the bullet points off of the sticky notes and I let people know that. All right. So I'm not saying that you're going to use a whiteboard in your videos, but what I am saying is you could use a piece of paper. You could use Post-it notes. You could use, heck, you could go into Canva and just use a slide and just bullet point it out and then just show that as a reference and do a little screen recording. All right. So my point is when you have something like this, all right, or something to go off of, you don't need to script the video. Now, of course, you need to know what you're talking about. Okay, which I do. I've been doing this now for over 15 plus years as a full-time YouTube creator. Like I said earlier, and I've built multiple 6- and 7-figure businesses on the back. So I know what I'm doing here because I've done it before. Now this here, this is somewhat new to what I've been doing in the past because I used to do some of that fancier stuff. But I found out this here is something that I'm going to be able to do more of. I'm going to be able to be more consistent, and I'm not going to be spending hours upon hours on one video. All right. But with all of that being said, it does start right there with the titles. And I actually shot another video where I walk through those 10 titles that I just mentioned earlier. And I break down those titles, but I also show you exactly how you can use them in various niches. Go there right now, watch that video, and I'll show you all those titles and how to use them. Click that video and I'll see you there.